Hello, all of you vaingloriously wonderful people. The jet-powered update for Astroneer is upon us, so let's take a look at what's new, what's changed, and talk about our initial first impressions. I think the things most people are excited for are the new Hoverboard and VTOL flying vehicle. The Hoverboard allows you to glide over just about any terrain, though you will want to take care because you can still take fall damage if you don't land properly. It is unlocked through one of the new missions that we'll talk about in just a moment, and it's printed on the backpack from one EXO Chip. It requires power, not fuel, to keep it running, though only 1 unit per second. The hoverboard does not provide oxygen, however, so you'll need to stick close to tethers or bring along a portable oxygenator or some other source of oxygen. I like to carry 2 QTRTGs on my backpack along with a portable oxygenator, giving me pretty much unlimited exploration potential. By the way, the solid fuel jump jet can give you a nice little boost for the hoverboard. The hydrazine jetpack works as well, but honestly, in my time with the hoverboard, the jump jet just felt like the better option for getting a better setup for stunts and long jumps. But I do keep a jetpack on me to help with big drops or getting over large gaps in the terrain. The VTOL requires hydrazine to fly. It has a nice vertical takeoff, it can hover in place, and it has 2 speeds. When you're lower to the ground, you'll be going a bit slower, but once you gain some altitude and have been moving for a moment, a faster cruising speed will kick in. It seems the VTOL consumes hydrazine at a slower rate than jetpacks, plus it has some storage slots, making it a very versatile vehicle. The VTOL is also unlocked via one of the new missions and is printed on the medium printer from one EXO chip, 1 tungsten carbide, and 1 silicone. For storage, it has 2 Tier 2 slots, 2 Tier 1 auxiliary slots, and 1 Tier 1 fuel slot. That fuel slot will also automatically pull hydrazine attached to any storage slot on the VTOL as well. By the way, I've seen a lot of people asking how both the hoverboard and VTOL behave in the core of the planet, and I'll include some footage of each near the end of the video. Moving on, we have new missions, and a couple of new items to go along with them. These missions center around investigating experimental exodynamics data, and will take you to Desolo and Visanya for their completion. I'm not going to spoil the missions for you by listing out every single detail of them, but I will say that you unlock the schematics for both the hoverboard and VTOL as you complete the various new missions. Going hand in hand with these missions, there are new compass nav points revealing the location of data recorders, which are unique EXO caches. You need to turn off these data recorders by blowing them up to reveal another new point of interest, the MAT, or material analysis transmitters. They're processing stations. Again, I don't want to spoil the missions for you, but I will tell you that you might want to take along a bit of dynamite to turn off the data recorders, and pay attention to the instability warning of the MATs, especially if it seems it's going to be doing something new. You can find additional EXO caches scattered on the surface and in caves of all the planets and moons, and they'll show up on your compass as a new dark green navigation point. You can use a single dynamite to destroy them, which will yield an EXO chip. The EXO chips are billed as a rare resource found exclusively in EXO caches, which is mostly true, that are used in new and updated recipes. We've already covered their use in the hoverboard and VTOL, but several existing schematics have been updated to require EXO chips. These include the small camera, hydrazine thruster, winch, trade platform, large shredder, extra large shredder, auto extractor, large rover, and large shuttle. The leveling block has finally been brought to adventure mode and functions the same as it does in creative mode, but with only 10 uses for each one you create. It is unlocked for 500 research bytes and is crafted on your backpack from 1 small soil canister. Going hand in hand, the narrow mod deform speed has been adjusted down so it can be used more easily in adventure mode when creating in conjunction with the leveling block. Other changes include new thruster tooltips for shuttles and thrusters that display fuel levels and number of launches remaining. Additionally, large station debris has been adjusted to contain more useful and valuable items, and scrap generated from shredding debris has been universally increased. You should find that sliding is less likely to occur when running down gentle slopes, and that it is now much easier to stop a slide by braking. Lights have been added to dynamite to provide a visual indicator for detonation timings. Wanderer probes can no longer be winched, and the light position on vehicles has been adjusted so parts of the vehicle won't obstruct the light. And finally, dedicated servers should see better terrain performance along with improved connection times due to an increase in server bandwidth limits. Of course, no Astroneer update is complete without a limited time event. This time around, the EXO Automated Mass Production Protocol has been reinitiated, which will have you supply supplying quantities of compound, aluminum, and aluminum alloy to complete the various stages of the event. The event was not yet active at the time I recorded this video, so I do not yet know the total quantity required for each resource, but the first stage will reward the AMP throwback bundle, which includes the VR Vision mask, Gearhead hat, and Metal Gear visor. The second stage of the event will require aluminum and rewards the new copper plate palette, and the third stage requires aluminum alloy and rewards the new cog piece mask. Once you've completed all 3 stages of the event, you can ship off Astroneer to receive randomized recurring rewards, including QTRTGs and EXO Chips. Once the event goes live, I'll get to work completing it as quickly as possible, and we'll bring you another video showcasing the new cosmetics. That's everything new and changed in the jet-powered update for Astroneer, so let's talk about first impressions. Of all the things in this update, the hoverboard is by far my favorite. System Era absolutely nailed how it should function and feel, and I have had a lot of fun with it. That said, I do kind of view it as just a recreational toy, and haven't really found myself relying on it all that much to complete missions or do anything truly productive. It is a great little exploration device, however. The VTOL is nice, and I appreciate it that it gives some extra storage options, while simultaneously giving us a chance to explore from the skies. I do wish its cruising speed was just a bit faster, however. New missions are always a welcome addition, and while they do give a bit of additional gameplay, they also feel a bit repetitive. What I'm not happy with are the recipe changes requiring so many EXO Chips. With as many hours as I have in Astroneer, exploration is simply no longer on my radar as a way to enjoy the game. I can't even tell you the last time I bothered to activate a gateway chamber or engine. My enjoyment in Astroneer comes from producing a lot of stuff via automation. For me, a typical playthrough of Astroneer will now require a few dozen EXO Chips. And since these are things I have to go exploring to find instead of being something I can craft, they just feel like an artificial barrier. I get the reason why System Era wanted to add them in this way, but I think that they could have been implemented in a way that allows players of all experience levels and playstyles to continue to enjoy the game. That said, I have shared this feedback with System Era, and I'm optimistic that a future update will resolve this in a nice way. But I'd love to know your thoughts on this update. What is your favorite addition? And what do you think about the updated recipes that require EXO Chips? And are you looking forward to completing the EXO Automated Mass Production Protocol limited time event? Leave a comment down below with your thoughts, or join us on the Vainglorious Discord server and talk to us about it in our Astroneer channels. By the way, if you need a guide or tutorial for automation to help you complete the current limited time event, be sure to check out Astroneer Academy, where we have several courses covering every aspect of automation, along with details about all things Astroneer, from surviving your very first day, power management, stepping beyond the rift, and more. And be sure to join me at twitch.tv/Vainglorious Gaming, where I stream a variety of games at 7 p.m. Central every Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, with Fridays dedicated solely to Astroneer. And if you enjoyed this video or found it helpful, please hit the like button and get subscribed to notifications turned on so you don't miss my weekly Astroneer content, including Astroneer Academy, update news, and Let's Plays, along with content from a variety of other games that I feature on my channel. Until next time, I'm Brandon, reminding you to stay vainglorious.